So you're ready to tune your car. You got yourself a tuner, you bought Uprev, you are ready to put on a tune file, you're ready to data log. You know, it's not that difficult if you've done it before, but most people haven't done this before. So let me show you what you need to do. Step one is we need to get the laptop. So you got to find your laptop. Mine just happens to be underneath this tire. And then we're going to go inside the car. So if you're running a car on Uprev with a factory wideband, all you got to do is plug in your Uprev cable and plug your Uprev cable into the laptop. If you're not running a factory wideband and you got aftermarket Innovate gauges for your wideband and for your boost to give yourself extra data in the data log, there's an extra step for that. There's going to be an out connector on this gauge, which then you connect the serial adapter to. But if your laptop does not have a serial adapter like mine, well, then you need to get a serial to USB adapter. This is my particular serial to USB adapter. You can get them at Best Buy. When you buy the adapter, make sure it has little prongs in there. So it's going to be, I guess that would be the male side. So at this point, I'm going to assume you have already downloaded Uprev. So you're going to connect your cables. So far, pretty simple, except if you are running an auxiliary or an aftermarket gauge where you're trying to get data log off of. Innovate's the only one that I know of that works with Uprev. Some laptops will have issues where it won't recognize when you plug that in. And the reason being is with the Uprev cable, when you turn on your car, it sends power to the USB port. When you're using the Innovate gauge, it does not send power to the laptop, so it does not know it is there. And so if your laptop's plugged in to regular power, it'll probably recognize it. But if it's not plugged in, it will never know that there's actually anything plugged in there. Because what they do is, for battery saving, is they shut off power to the USB plugs. So you need to go in your settings and change that. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay, so you're just going to go to your search bar, type in device manager, or I just started typing device and it comes up. You click on it, and then we're going to scroll down to your USB. That's your universal serial bus controller. The main one you got to worry about is the root hub, but just change anything that you can on it. You're going to go to properties, and then once you're in properties, you're going to go to power management. And what you're going to probably find is this is selected. Allow computer to turn off device to save power. We do not want to allow the computer to turn off the device to save power. So there's also another part that can affect, the USB being able to read. And that is going to be under your power settings. So we're just going to go to your search bar again, type in power, and we can go edit the power plan probably. Then we're going to go to change advanced power settings. Then we have over here USB settings. Over here we have USB selective suspense. What you could find is that on battery, it is going to be enabled, plugged in is going to be disabled, or it could be enabled on both of them. Either way, just make sure these say disabled. So for the external Innovate gauge, in order to get to work with Uprev, the first thing you need to do is you need to download Logworks 3. You can get that directly from the Innovate website. Then you're going to open it up, allow it to control your computer. And then you're going to need to connect your gauge on this software first before you get it onto Uprev. So you can just go there, you go to connect, and if everything's good, it should connect. Now, if you're running a factory wideband and you're not data logging off of an Innovate gauge, you can skip that entire section. So now we gotta get Uprev open, and what the file is called is not Uprev. It is called ROM editor. So you can type that in your search bar. Once you find it, save it to your desktop, but I'll do the search bar thing. And right there, ROM editor, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna ignore this ROM reader stuff that's on here. We're not doing that today. Okay, do you want to allow this to make changes? Yes, we do. Allow to make changes to your device. Yes, we do. And then it's going to open. And so at this point, we need to turn on the car. Don't start it, just turn it on the on position. And your tuner should have sent you like a base map, something to start off with based on your injectors and things like that and your MAF housing. And so that's what we're going to flash on to this computer before we do any data logs. We got ECU ready, and so now we need to find our ROM file. So you'd go to your email, open up your email, and get the ROM file. Now, depending on what you have, whether you have the tuner version or the standard version, your options here could be slightly different. We have the tune file from the tuner, so we're gonna go flash tune file, and now we got to find the file. It's asking, do you want to reflash the ECU? Very important, before you do this, make sure your battery is good on your laptop, because if it dies during mid-flash, you will very likely brick your ECU and have to send it into Uprev to get fixed. I'll go over why that is in a second. Also, make sure your battery is good on top of your car. Either one of those can cause you a lot of headaches. And lastly, just make sure your USB and your OBD2 port is plugged in nice and solid. So do you want to reflash ECU? Yes, we do. So while this is running, one thing I do want to note is, oh, that was pretty quick. Please turn off vehicle. All right, turn the vehicle back on to the on position. There it goes. We are now completely flashed. We are good to go, yay. So what happens when your ECU gets bricked? Why does it get bricked during mid-flash? And that issue has to really do with Uprev. Uprev has to verify the license on your ECU to work, and you're doing mid-flash. It doesn't get all the information there, so it's unable to do that. So then it bricks the ECU because it can no longer flash the file to it. And there's some workarounds to do that, and basically it has to do with the software. If you can load up software that doesn't need to verify its file or its license, it'll go right through and it'll just reinstall the software onto the computer. I know that sounds a little confusing, I'm not explaining it correctly, but just to be clear, it's not an issue with your computer, it's just the issue with the software not allowing to flash the computer. So it's all on Uprev on this. It has nothing to do with your computer being bad. Okay, so next is we need to do some sort of data log. They're going to probably ask you to do a cold start data log, warm idle data log, and then a data log of driving around, and then you'll probably have to do a couple of them driving around. Eventually you're going to get to wide open throttle driving. Wide open throttle is actually the easiest thing to tune. It's the drivability that's hard, and that's why, you know, depending on your tuner, you can get a bad tuner that may work great on wide open throttle, but the car just doesn't drive as good as it should during normal driving, or it may idle like crap. To start data logging, you're going to go to a tab here. It's called Logging and Tracing. So you're going to click that. And you're going to have a bunch of pre-filled things on here. Your tuner will probably ask you to click on a couple other things that they want. Also, once you click on everything that the tuner wants you to click on, you can save all your settings over here, and it's called a scheme. So you're going to go to scheme, and then you're going to save your scheme. Some tuners will have a scheme already saved for your car, and if they do, you can just go to load scheme. So now I loaded up a scheme that was previously saved. Now if you have your external sensors like this one, this is where you would go and add it in. In my case, my cable went bad, so I can't actually do this part, but you would just go and you connect your cable. If it doesn't work, try a different port, try changing the settings, you know, on it, COM3, COM4, whatever. But that is where you would then go ahead and connect your gauge. And once you connect it, it's going to be listed down here, and then you select whatever you're trying to log off of that gauge. And the tuner will be able to help you out, making sure you select the right thing that they want to see. Now, in order to start recording a data log, all you do is hit this red button, And now it's recording all the data. Let's widen that up so we can see some more of it. As you can see right now, my car's off, so it's not going to be much data. So let's turn the car on and we can see the data. So as you can see, you got your time, you got all your different data. Right now it's in a cold start. Scroll through if you want to see what else we got here. Do a little blip of the throttle. Alright, so let's say we're done. I don't know how much your tuner is going to want of the data log. Cold start, you probably only need like a minute. And we'll go ahead and hit the red button again and it stops it. And so now we have all of our data. Let's turn this off. Okay, car's back off. So now we need to save all this data. So we're gonna go to File and we're just gonna click Save. We're gonna call this one Cold Start 3. Now that's saved. Now you can go to your email, forward that back over to your tuner, whoever it is, and yeah. Sorry to interrupt this, but I do want to answer a quick question before we end this video. Can you tune live with Uprev? And the answer is kind of yes. And can you do it remotely? Kind of yes. Uprev does have maps that you can tune live. You're limited on what you can tune live, so you still need to get a base file, I guess, set up for it. Yeah, you can dial in some things like your fuel and stuff like that with live tuning, at least fuel compensation. And how do you do that? Basically, when you go to edit tune file, there's a section that you can click on for live tuning, and then those will enable your tables that you can adjust live. And how would you do that if the tuner is not physically there? Is you can use like Autodesk or one of those type of programs where you can let someone else control your computer. Now, in order for this to work, you need to have the tuner version of the software. You're not going to be able to use like the standard version of the software and the cable. Maybe that answers a question you didn't have. So that is the complete process on how to flash your car and data log your car, including what you need to do to make your external sensor to work. If you have any questions, hit me up in the comments. Aloha, peace out, catch you in the next one.